Tampa, Florida. It's been a long time, baby, but I'm on my way back. May 27th through May 30th. Tampa, Florida. Get your tickets at sidesplitters.com. I will be there May 27th through May 30th. Come on, Tampa, let's go.
Hey, it's White Boy Chris. If the Pat Downs ever made you laugh, then join our Patreon and support us. Get bonus content, a t-shirt, or an autographed copy of Rabbit, Miss Pat's autobiography. Visit MissPatComedy.com for the link to the Patreon, and while you're there, join our Facebook group.
Welcome to another episode of Pat Down. I'm here with Chris and Deon, and I'm finally back at fucking home. I snuck home. They didn't even know I was coming. They didn't. I walked in. I was like, where the fuck are you come from?
We'll have to talk about that next episode, because I got to hear all about that.
So, but what do we talk about?
Amusement parks.
We talked about amusement park and just Deon neighbor,
punk ass neighbors.
Deon neighbor is a cupcake, and he took a photo shoot of his cat, and Deon don't like Deon.
I wish I could took pictures. Because this cat was...
Shut the fuck up and stay tuned after the music.
Better get up, get out, and tune into this podcast. This Pat spit the truth, spit the real fact. Nothing but the ugly, classy at the same time. Pat got the flavor, these are not your same lines. That's the politics, she been on the real grind. It could be pretty but ugly at the same time. Just tune in, put your lock on the spin down. Ain't no need for the wait and turn it up now. What you talking about? Is it real though? They cut the game, you get no play like Nintendo. You wasted time, turn it up, nothing but the ugly. Straight off the top, everything she say, you know it's funny. Full blast, this a taste of the future. Listen on your iPhone, on your desktop computer. Share it, tweet it, ain't no way to beat it. Nothing but the ugly, turn it up and gon' repeat it.
Have you ever had fans just want to come and stay over at your house, Miss Pat? I'll come see you if you let me stay at your house.
I'm in their town. They ain't in my town.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I've had them invite me to their house for dinner and shit.
Have you ever gone?
Yeah. I'll come to your house.
Really?
If I feel like you ain't gonna chop me the fuck up. I had somebody in Alabama one time tell me, come on, we out here in the woods. I said, nigga, no. At night, I'm black in the woods with you? No. That sound like mistake. A mistake killing. I said, no.
Hear that noise?
Ain't no woohoo on my black ass. I ain't going no wood. I don't camp. So
we had a whole episode about camping and how much you wanted to go camping.
Yeah, but
gotta be with niggas you know. Gotta be with the niggas you know.
Gotta be with the niggas you know. I don't trust the niggas I know when the sun go down. How can you? Shit, I ain't fucking around no wood. What we gonna do out in the wood? They talking about bonfire. I was like, no, nigga, no. Put that shit in my wig. After the show too. We just sit around and get fucked up. I said, and make it stay and shoot me out of everybody. That's the shit I was thinking to myself.
You don't enjoy just sitting around a campfire, like staring at the flames, making s'mores, talking with your friends?
I grew up cooking in a fucking fireplace. So nigga, no. I always had a.
You don't like to. You don't
Flashbacks.
You don't like to LARP and pretend that you're poor. You actually were.
Nigga, no. I don't need no motherfucking flashbacks. Sometimes I wake
up. A good time. She calls it trauma.
It wasn't really trauma. Like when you don't really. I say when you poor as a kid, you don't really know how fucked up it is until you get grown. Like I say, I didn't know this shit was fucked up till people started telling me. I was like, okay. Wow, okay. Y'all start telling me, the world started telling me my mom was fucked up.
Wait, you backs and ass should have been a giveaway, but
you had hot water?
No, we bought the fucking water on the stove, on the hot plate.
Right. You're like, there's hot water?
Yeah, it took me I probably was, before I really had a good hot bath, I think when I started dating my baby daddy and I went over his sister's house, oh shit, it's probably 12 years of dirt fell off my ass.
Oh my God.
12 years of dirt. The remake to 12 Years a Slave.
I bet I think about that once a week when I wash my face at night and I'm like just rubbing it with hot water. I'm like, I can't believe she didn't have hot water or know what that was.
Yeah.
Just what a tragedy.
Yeah, I didn't, I knew what hot water was. My mama didn't have no fucking,
Would you like to join us here on the podcast? Sorry, she's getting text messages or...
She couldn't afford light and gas. She literally lived off a welfare check. I don't know how much it was. It was for 5 kids. Yeah, Social Security check for getting her neck fucked up. And I never recall my mom having a job. That lady never went to work. Her work was guessing the right price on The Price is Right. And she did a damn good job at that shit every day. I knew her routine TV. She'd get up in the morning, she watched the news, she watched The Price is Right. Then she watched The Young and the Restless. She watched The Bold and the Beautiful. She watched everything on Channel 5. Then she watched the evening news. She cooked, and it was time to go to bed. She smoked her weed. She drank her beer, and the day was over.
So she literally just watched TV all the time. That was just her day.
Yeah, that was her day. She cooked. She could cook her ass off. I mean, it was on the barbecue grill or the hot plate or some dumb shit like that. Fireplace. You know, sometimes we had gas. It didn't last long. I always get the shit cut off. But she kept the fucking lights on.
Yeah.
As long as you pay your rent, don't nobody know what's going on inside your house.
True.
You can light a candle to make sure you act like you got lights on.
When that guy in Ohio had that girl kidnapped for 27 years, he was paying his rent. That's how they didn't
basement?
know. Yeah, she had that. You don't remember that story? It was like 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh,
that girl finally got free. He left the door unlocked or something like that.
Wasn't there like a few of them? Was it more than one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
27 years he had that girl.
The first one, the one on my mama died looking for her.
What?
No, that was a couple girl, right?
I have to go look it up.
Yeah, there was a couple of girls he had because he had babies by both.
He
of
had
them.
multiple.
Same thing sort of happened with
That's the
Elizabeth
man who
Smart.
said he was sitting on the porch eating my goddamn McDonald's. She came out screaming, "Ah!" Yeah, and everybody was like, "McDonald's should give him food for forever." Got him. He had kids by both of them.
Oh yeah, and then there was. Remember Elizabeth Smart?
Yeah, we remember her.
She's like traveling around the country.
No, she wasn't. He kidnapped her and kept her in the
8
back.
miles away from her house.
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
Elizabeth Smart was kidnapped. She was 8 miles from her crib.
Damn.
The whole time. 8 miles is not a lot.
So they rode by her all those years. And then he had her working in the back. He had brainwashed her so bad.
Yeah, that she thought she was part of the family.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. How long was she kidnapped? She's 33 now.
Wow.
Yeah, she wrote a book. I think they're doing a movie and everything about her.
She's an activist. You found it, Kate? Right on.
You know, Kate found every damn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, 27-year-old Cleveland man indicted on several counts of kidnapping and sexual assault.
He killed himself, didn't he?
I thought he did. 8 counts of rape, 7 counts of kidnapping, 6 counts of gross sexual imposition, and more. What is sexual imposition?
I immediately saw somebody standing. What he say?
This was a gross sexual imposition. Please get away from me.
You said, what the fuck is sexual imposition? He said, whenever I try to have it.
That's about right. But I immediately seen somebody standing on their head.
Yeah, like a bad position.
Yeah, like a bad position. But yeah, she ended up, she got out the house.
I'm trying to, it doesn't say how long.
He had one of those girls for a long time.
The crimes allegedly took place from December 2018 to December 2020. Was it in 2020? I felt like this was a while ago.
I feel like it was years ago.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of something else where there was like
the same one.
Multiple girls in the like. Did you ever have weird neighbors? You've moved around and lived a lot of places.
No, you can't do that shit in the black community. Black folk tell on. Everybody go there and whoop your motherfucking ass. See, white people, y'all mind y'all business, like, and y'all talk. But black folk go, some black woman knock on the door and say, I heard you over here sucking baby dicks. Let me tell you about this shit. You ain't gonna be doing this shit in our community.
What's up, Ash?
Hey.
That's what black folks will do. Black folks will go right up there and tell you. They ain't gonna play that shit.
You're right. I never talked to any of our neighbors growing up.
Yeah, black, not right, Deon. You can't get away with that shit in the black community.
You know what's really funny? I'm glad you brought because the fucking neighbors across the street from me put a no parking sign on the street in front of their house because they don't want me parking in front of their house. But guess what? I can park wherever the fuck I want to, and I'm going to keep parking in front of that goddamn house. These motherfuckers have never said a word to me. Not hello, not hi, not a wave, fucking nothing. And the punk ass dude went and bought a no parking sign. First of all, you don't even own where you put that sign. That's city property.
Why do old white men?
Yourself.
Why do old white men love blocking their driveway?
Just like, ugh.
We were driving out in the country, and this house was just like, it was like a driveway in the middle of cornfields, and he had erected like a standalone fence from one end of his driveway to the other, so you couldn't pull in his driveway. Like, who cares if people pull in your driveway? How often, like...
I'm not even in his driveway. I'm just on the street, across the street, because my brother and his girl's car are in their driveway.
That's crazy.
So it's like, dude,
Why
I'm
don't
not...
you park on his side, your brother's side?
Because the mailboxes are there, and I can't park there. It's just, our house is on that corner, and there's a stop sign, so you have to be 30 feet away from the stop sign due to Sydney ordinance, right? So... It's the stop sign.
So you live in a neighborhood where all the mailboxes on one side of the street.
Right? Yeah. And so I park on the other side. But it's not even directly in front of their house. So I was just like, and they never said a word to me. Like, hey, do you mind? Nothing. Now, they have never spoken to me. And I come out to my car to go do the podcast, and there's a fucking no parking sign there.
What does the sign look like?
It's like you went and bought it at one of those places where you beware of dogs.
Where he got it at?
Did they hammer it into the ground?
Yeah.
You should.
Like a graduation fucking...
That is so passive
It's in
aggressive.
front of their house.
Your daddy-
But it's not, it's on the other side of the sidewalk. So it's
Right.
not even their property.
So he wasn't talking to you, Deon. He was saying he don't want you to park in his yard.
I've never parked in his yard.
Well, he
it's
ain't
not his
talking
yard.
to you.
His yard is on the other side of the sidewalk.
He's 100% doesn't want him parking in front of his house.
That's all it
Yeah.
is. And I go, if you don't want me parking there, the motherfucker, you park there, and I'll park in your driveway.
That's what you should start
Fucking
doing.
bitch.
Start parking on his driveway.
Like, say something. Speak. You see me every fucking day.
Right.
And not once has this motherfucker waved. I've smiled. Hey, fucking nothing. I'm like, I ain't do shit to you.
If he talked to you, he'd have to have a reason, and he has no reason. He just doesn't want it.
He's a bitch ass motherfucker. Him and his wife. Fucking asshole. I'm pretty sure they're the ones that called on my other motherfucking car. I don't give a fuck about that. But
He did what?
my other car was just sitting there because I got a new car, right? So car ain't bothering nobody. They fucking called some people, the police, saying it was abandoned. So I fucking had to move. It was a bunch of bullshit. Because they ain't have nothing better to do than to fuck with
Well,
me.
Deon, let me say this.
Go ahead, talk about the car.
No, I'm not going to talk about your car, but if it's just sitting there and you're not moving it, then they had the right.
I moved it
What did you move it to?
on the side of the house. Just because I hadn't got rid of it yet. That's all.
Have you gotten rid of it
Yeah,
now?
I got rid of it.
Yeah, I mean, I would have called on you too. You fucking up the community.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because nobody can see. You have to drive into the community to see the neighborhood.
Well, they looking around the neighborhood. They live in the neighborhood.
Ain't no houses for sale in our area of the neighborhood. So
It don't
ain't nobody
matter
driving
just because it doesn't matter if the houses are for sale. They don't want the junk in front of their yard.
I don't give a fuck what they want.
Well, you can't say that when you're not a homeowner, Deon.
Sure, I
public
can.
street.
It's a public street.
That don't mean you can come out there and just shit in front of
I didn't. There's a car sitting there. Ain't bothering nobody. Just because you don't like it, I got to do something. Fuck you. Who are you? You're nobody.
That's not true. That they are property owners.
So?
But they
It's
don't
not
own
on their
that property.
That's not true. I mean, if you
It
had
is true.
It is.
It's 100% true.
Let me say
it's
this.
not their property.
Okay, if
If,
you
if
park
somebody
in
don't
front-
like the color of the paint of your house, they get to complain and you have to change it. That's fucking stupid.
no, it's called a homeowner association.
Well,
Fuck
guess
those people.
That's
too.
what it's called. It's called a
They're
homeowner.
wrong.
Like, let me
But-
say this to you. If you cannot, in my neighborhood, you cannot change your oil in my driveway. It is against our homeowner association. If you park a car in front of my house and it's there for a long period of time, the homeowner association can have it towed. If it have not been moved in so many days, it's considered abandoned because that shit fucks up the property.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it
Don't nobody
doesn't.
know to you. It
literally
doesn't.
does. If you are new to the community, you don't know how long that car been sitting there. You have no fucking
But the neighbor
idea.
across the street do. Right or wrong.
Okay, and what does that got to do with their property value? How do they fucking know? They have no fucking idea.
But you just said the car was parked in front of their house.
No, it was parked in front of our house.
Well,
the car I was driving was parked in front of their house that I move every fucking day when I leave.
Well, I mean, maybe
so they had no business to complain, and if they did have an issue, all they had to do was fucking speak.
What happened when somebody came out? They put a sticker on your car telling you, asking you was it abandoned?
Yeah, and I had to call the police and talk to them. The car's not abandoned. Blah blah blah. Waste a bunch of time, and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that," because I told the cop, I was like, "They're just being assholes. That's all they."
All you had to do.
And he was like, "You can park here as long as you want. They can't do anything." I go, "I fucking know."
All you had to do was move the car back and forth. Then they would never say it was abandoned.
Or I could just leave it where it was.
And they can mind their fucking business.
Exactly.
I mean, honestly.
I got to do some extra shit because you don't feel comfortable. Go fuck yourself.
No, but I'm saying if I seen a car sitting somewhere.
You being nosy.
Like
period. Point blank period.
And
it's not like there was a bunch of people coming in and out of the neighborhood. It wasn't like I was loud. Well, that car didn't make no noise. It didn't bother nothing.
It's a nice Malibu.
When you... No, I'm talking about his older car.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, sorry.
Fuck you.
I call the fire department.
I'm not talking about his nice car now. I'm talking about the car you had before. If I saw that piece of shit just sitting there, I would think it was abandoned too in my nice neighborhood. If it was just sitting in front of my house for 15 days and didn't move, I would call somebody and say, hey, there's something wrong with this motherfucking car. Had they abandoned it?
They saw me when I parked it. They see me every fucking day. They know it's my car, so fuck off. Mm-hmm. That's the bottom line. Fuck off.
You just
mind your business. You don't got nothing better to do than to call the police and tell them, hey, there's a car that's been like literally better your own life.
Yeah.
That is such dumb bullshit. It's ridiculous.
Well, you don't own a home, but when you get one, you change your mind.
A car across the street ain't got shit to do with your property.
Well, first of all,
anybody coming into the neighborhood has no idea how long the car's been sitting there.
We're not talking about,
so it doesn't matter. It doesn't do anything to property value at all.
Deon, first of all, you keep talking about who comes into the neighborhood. That doesn't matter. And what matters is the people who lives in the neighborhood.
Again,
the people who comes into the neighborhood.
How is a car that's just sitting on the street lower your property value? Nobody knows how long the car's been sitting there when they come into the neighborhood.
No, I'm not talking about the neighborhood. I'm talking about the people who live there.
What about them? If they don't like a tree outside, they gonna call somebody to come cut a tree down across the street. What kind of dumb shit is that?
Somebody planted that tree. Ain't nobody planted that right there.
I planted that car right there and it ain't bothering nobody.
I would have.
But if he parked the car on the other side of the street in front of his brother's house, and it was 13 inches on the other side of the road or whatever, like what difference would it make?
None.
No
Absolutely
difference.
None. They have nothing better to do than to fuck with me and the punk ass dude who walks his cat on a leash and fucking sits at the end of his goddamn driveway. Bunch of fucking weird pieces of shit. Fuck both of them.
I personally would have probably asked, is the car abandoned? Hey, that car running? Yeah, I would have left you alone. But
they never speak.
Okay, but I'm just saying me. But if I felt like the car was abandoned, I would have called somebody too.
Yeah, you would have had a conversation with them.
Yeah,
the point
I would
is
have
this guy's like spending $10 at Ace Hardware to be passive aggressive instead of just like, hey, I don't like this because I almost hit your car when I tried to pull in my driveway.
And he did because I'm not even close to his driveway.
But that would at least be a conversation with a reason. He has no reason. He's just being a passive aggressive dick.
Just straight bitches.
So just make a CD.
Straight bitches.
Make a CD of this podcast and leave it in his mailbox.
Fucking bitches, man. Just the most passive aggressive bitch ass move I've ever seen.
What did he look like?
Your typical white dude, short, kind of chubby.
Oh,
short haircut.
The fucking Ray-Bans.
What an attitude. Scared of black people.
I should fuck his wife. That's what I should do.
Oh, no, don't fuck his wife, Deon.
Oh, come on, do it.
Last thing I want him to do is see that man put these white little hands on you.
He'll probably kill himself first.
Or you.
Or sit in the corner and watch.
Or you.
He's definitely a watcher, yeah. This level of passive aggressiveness, he's a watcher.
Man. That shit was so irritating. Like, just have a conversation.
Right.
It's like,
we tell you all the time.
All you had to do was say something.
Have a conversation.
Just say something.
It's more galling that he did it this way.
Oh, I'm doing it out of spite now.
What the fuck is galling?
Just like
the audacity,
the passive aggressive, like fuck you attitude. Just how dare you?
It's weak sauce, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not an asshole. You can speak to me.
What's the address? Can we all come over and park in front of
I'm not
it?
doing that.
You should send Chris over there. And
Hi!
and send Chris over there and tell him he's the local asshole checker. Yeah, and say, I'm here to check your asshole temperature. Because the black man said that you put a no parking sign outside, and we need you to bend over, cupcake.
Well, everybody knows there's a direct correlation between asshole temperature and passive aggressiveness. So,
You know what I really want to do is I want to put a Post-it note on it. It says no parking, and I want to put on a Post-it note. Or what? What are you going to do? Or what?
No, you should say, or what, cupcake?
Like, what, or what? What are you going to do? You have no legal grounds to stand on. I can park here as much as I want.
no, what
Unless
you do,
you get out here and lay down.
what you do is you go buy a couple of cones and you make yourself a parking space. Get some yellow spray paint.
It's like, man, fucking just...
You should go and get that. You
Douche.
should go get you that yellow paint and spray yourself in the road right now when you park.
Dion's parking.
No, you should spray his little chubby ass in the road and then roll over him every day with a little dot for the dick. Just a little dot right there. And you spray that in the road and roll over him every day.
What are some other ways we could troll him? Nightly fireworks shows.
I want to get a dog to attack his little cat that he be walking.
He walks his
He
cat.
walks, but he only walks it to the end of the driveway. And the cat, was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago. This motherfucker put his cat on a transformer and was having a photo shoot.
What's a transformer?
You know the electrical boxes that be out there that run all your cables and stuff? The cat was sitting on top.
Even I wouldn't do that. Deon, you're mad about him being mentally ill, buddy.
No,
Don't
fuck
take it
that
so
guy,
personal.
man. Who walks a cat and then has a photo shoot on a transformer? And the cat was fucking posing like it was goddamn school pictures. I was like, fuck this dude. He's such a bitch. Like,
He sound like Subway Jerry.
Yes.
I don't think he's American. I really don't. I think he's like Armenian or something. I don't know. But he's such a fucking asshole.
Wow.
I think I actually took a picture of him walking his cat the other day.
Oh, let me see a picture. I don't want to look through your camera roll.
Yeah, I might have.
Sometimes I look over and I'm like,
Raymond.
oh my.
I might have
Raymond.
deleted it. I think I deleted it.
Well, while you look for that, why don't we take a break?
Okay, yeah, because hey, y'all go upstairs and get me a come here. Yep, Lucy Nicotine is a company founded by Caltech scientists and former smokers looking for a better and cleaner nicotine alternative, baby. Finally, a tobacco alternative that don't suck. Now, I wouldn't know because I don't use tobacco, but for my friends that do, they love this Lucy Nicotine. Research and developed for over 3 years to be made for people, not patients. Lucy have created a nicotine gum with 4 milligrams of nicotine. Baby, you get your nicotine in 3 flavors. Wintergreen, whoo, that make the tongue cold. Cinnamon, whoo, that make the tongue hot. And pomegranate. Lucy also have a lozenge with 4 milligrams of nicotine in cherry ice flavor. Each and every flavor actually tastes great. Products can be enjoyed anywhere on flights, at work, on the go, or even in the gym. Child, you can use your Lucid Nicotine while you on the toilet talking to the Lord. Get rid of your cigarettes. Unplug that vapor before it blow your head off. Throw out your dip. Ooh, Lord, don't nobody want no man with no nut at the bottom of his lip. And get your Lucy Nicotine gum or lozenges. This is a real deal, y'all. A subscription to Lucy come directly to your door each month. It's so simple. You don't even have to leave your damn house. You know why? Because Lucy got delivery down pat, baby. Pat down listeners, go to lucy.co and use the promo code PATDOWN and get 20% off all products of your favorite order. It's time to get them big nuts out your lips. It's time to put them ugly cigarettes down and stop blowing your head off with them vapor, baby, and pick up a subscription of Lucy Nicotine. Go to lucy.co and use the code PATDOWN and get 20% off your first order. Disclaimer, warning, this product contains nicotine from tobacco. Nicotine is an additive chemical. That's right, go to lucy.co and be sure to use the promo code PATDOWN. If you're a business owner or hiring, you probably faced a lot of challenges when it comes to finding the right person for the role. You probably get too many resumes to sort through, yet you need to hire somebody as soon as possible, not knowing where to post your jobs to reach the right person. That's why hiring can feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope that the right person come along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/patdown, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free. When you post a job on ZipRecruiter, it gets sent out to 100 of the top job sites with one click. Then ZipRecruiter matching technology find people with the right skills and experience for your job and actively invite them to apply. In fact, y'all, ZipRecruiter is so effective, 4 out of 5 employees who post on ZipRecruiter get a qualified candidate within the first day. You heard me, the first day. It's no wonder, y'all, 2.3 million businesses have come to ZipRecruiter for their hiring needs. So while other company overwhelms you with way too many options, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for, that needle in the haystack. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at this web address, ZipRecruiter.com, ZipRecruiter.com/patdown, PATDOWN. That's the smartest way to hire.
They said they loved your Karen voice, Chris.
Well, I have a long life of dealing with them.
They love his what?
His Karen voice when he was reading the comments.
Yeah, your average one on here gets like 200. This has 14,000 likes, 1,100 comments, 5,000 shares. This video of you and just all kinds of nice comments, and people were just going after the 13 replies on poor Fanciti. 81 people giving shit to Monaria.
They was
sound up.
They was so mean to me, but we ain't gonna dwell on that. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I want to give a shout out to Carl from Dallas.
Yeah.
He came out to see me. I told him I would give him a shout out. He was a really nice looking guy. His girlfriend, a wife, said he was one of my biggest fans. There was so many of y'all that came out. He just gave me his name, so nobody else gave me his name. And a little lady who bakes the cookies. It was this little lady in the audience, and her husband, the son and his wife brought the mom and daddy out, and I could tell that they, somebody had to bring them to see me, cause she looked like she was a younger version of the grandmama from Beverly Hills Billy. And
real thin, and
she was so pretty, but she was the cutest little white lady with the glass. I said, ma'am, you look like you can bake. And she's like, oh my God, she can bake. She looked like she can throw the fuck down, so she gonna send us some cookies.
Oh yes.
But she was so cute. Then I was telling her to go home, and I said, when you go home, I want you to give your husband some pussy. They're like about 80 years old. And she was just so shy, like, oh my God. I said, all right, just remember what you used to do in 72 then. And I think the kids was getting a little embarrassed. I'm like, they used to fuck. Before shit slowed down. Stop
Maybe
acting
they still
like...
do.
I mean, they might not fuck. They probably rub on each other now and have flashbacks.
Just gum on each other all day.
What?
Gum. Because they have no teeth.
They had teeth.
Oh,
What make you think an 80-year-old motherfucker ain't got no teeth, Chris? Goddamn. What do you
Have
see?
you seen the
yourself?
80-year-old people in this family? That's why you think 80-year-old people don't got no teeth.
Now, my 80-year-old grandparents don't have teeth.
They don't?
No, I'm going to gum the shit out of my wife.
What do you... Is your mama, your granddad and grandma still together?
Yes. My grandparents live over in Danville on my dad's side.
Your dad's
side. My mom's side, they're gone.
I guarantee you, they be trying to fuck.
That's where old people home where most cases of STDs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nakia used to work at one. I told you they had this lady who was a go-go dancer, and on her door it said men's are not allowed, because all she do is flash them and try to fuck them.
Well, now after the Moderna, they're going to have to just share the HPV vaccine. They've been locked in their rooms because they're at a nursing facility. They've been locked in their rooms for a year and a half now.
Oh, I'm so glad this shit is almost over.
I know. Yeah.
You vaccinated?
I'm not.
You did?
Nope. I'm about to be, though. I'm going to go get it.
Nobody asked me.
Are you vaccinated?
Fuck no.
We knew.
You said you weren't going to. You said you
You know what?
wait.
I might be one of them people that croak over from the shit. So I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
I had it last year, so like I'm going to see my doctor next month, and I'm going to ask him because it's like I have antibodies. Do I want to get sick again? Like, what's the virtue of it? So.
And now you can walk around with no mask.
Nobody can tell.
No one knows. So if you just walk around maskless, you could pretend like you got it.
Some places still got it because I'm going to Disney World for a vacation, and they just announced they're gonna let you take off your mask inside the park. I was wondering too. I had bought masks. You still got to do it for the plane. But I'm like, that hot ass park, and I'm fat, and I got to breathe all that paper.
We went to Kentucky Kingdom, which is like a Six Flags a couple weeks ago. There's just not a mask in sight. Nobody was wearing a mask. It was just, Kentucky.
Did you have a good time?
I had a great time. I rode
You look terrified.
I rode my first upside down roller coaster, and I hated every minute and 80 seconds. I hated it. It was horrible.
I don't fuck with no roller coasters, dude. I
was literally like, the whole time. It was horrible. I loved it. It was fun, but I was just like, I haven't been in 20
Who was
years.
you with?
My girlfriend. And she
ever holler in my house like that? You fucking hurt my head, motherfucker. All I saw was some rat up your ass. Like that crackhead J Bear. You remember that crackhead I told you about, J Bear? You remember J Bear?
Yes.
Yeah, like that crackhead. Don't do that. That's all I saw.
When you did it, the look on your face, I can't believe this nigga is yelling in my house.
Yeah.
Of the audacity.
Of this nigga.
You comfortable, motherfucker. You
1 to 7,000.
Yeah.
The yell chart.
I'm fucking head hurting. You up here yelling and shit because you on an upside down roller coaster. Why? Because your titty was in your face.
Yeah, well, there was some concern that I wouldn't fit into the roller coaster, but I got wedged in. It was good. I couldn't breathe. That was part of it, so I didn't breathe the whole time. But,
You breathe if you were screaming like that.
I was screaming exactly like that the entire... There's a picture on my Instagram where I'm just like... Ah!
I went to Disney World in California while we was out there doing the pilot with Jordan and Ashley. And they was like, oh, we're going to get on this little roller coaster. It was nothing. So I didn't know the motherfucker went all the way down and dropped all the way down. Oh, no. So they was like, it's just like a little train. I said, okay, I get on it. Man, they put me on that bitch. I motherfucker got that edge and dropped down in my wig. I almost lost my wig. Nigga, I couldn't even hold on because I'm holding my motherfucking wig. I was so mad. I said, I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker. My wig looked like a Batman cape.
Batman.
Because my shit wasn't glued down. I just threw it on my head. Nigga, that motherfucking thing took off there. I said, no, oh my God, I'm just holding my wig. And that wind is stronger than a motherfucker. I said, not today, Jesus. Ain't nobody getting my motherfucking wig. Quisha ain't here. Nigga, I lose this wig. This is it. I'll be out in this motherfucker looking like a bald head hoe.
You know, at the bottom of all the roller coasters, there's like cell phones and change. Miss Pat's wig.
Nigga, I said, pull over and give me my wig.
One of the people in our group lost their phone that they had bought the day before on a coaster, and it fell, and she like saw it drop down. At the end of the day, they go around and they collect under all the roller coasters all the stuff. Imagine like you're just some part-time employee picking up a wig.
Yeah, I was like, hell no. So I didn't ride anything else. I don't like getting on roller coasters and shit.
I haven't been to an amusement park in like 20 years. You're kind of like you're standing in line for 10 hours for like 5 minutes of excitement. I mean, it's the balance is not there.
I can do more excitement. Now give me a pistol. I'll chase you.
Right? That'd be way scarier.
Yeah,
Where's she going to shoot
You
me?
don't go. You go for the thrill, not the fear. That's a haunted house.
Hey, you scared anyway when you dropping down like that thing that take you all the way up in the air like a parachute and just drop you. Nigga, you talking about a shit fest on me?
The first time we ever went to amusement park as kids, we went to Kings Island. And as we're walking into the park, there's that pirate ship.
Yeah.
And the pirate ship only has a bar, right?
Right.
And that fucking thing, I don't know if they didn't calibrate it right, but it was... So we're walking into the park, and there's all these emergency people. There's an ambulance with the siren going up. Somebody fell off the fucking...
Yes. I remember this as a
Yeah.
kid because that's where we always went.
Somebody fell and there was blood everywhere.
Oh my God. I
And
never
was like,
rode that again. That was one of my
I go,
favorites.
I'm not getting on that. And it was still fucking going. It was still, I'm like, this nigga's fucking bleeding out right here. It was the scary shit. I was like, I ain't getting on that.
We pull up and that Superman
Freaking
ride
light thing.
that you're talking about, where it just drops. We're in the parking lot and she looks up and she goes, yeah, last time we were here, some girl lost her leg on that ride.
I heard about that. People losing their feet.
Because it some wire broke and it wrapped around and just severed her leg off. And I'm like, well, why is it still operating? Why are we still using this?
Dude, people pull up to fucking carnivals
at the
at a
Greenwood
CVS,
Park Mall.
Yeah, like you get on the Gravitron and like, they tear that shit down in 2 days.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
and then along with the child molesters who put it up, and the creepy nigga with no teeth and one eye, like, you ready to ride? No, nigga, I ain't ready to ride.
I secured it myself. I screwed in all the bolts this time.
No, nigga. No. Get your creepy ass. Did I see you at the post office on a post?
Were you the one that sent me that video of that carnival worker who was getting beat up by that whole family?
Oh, yeah, the black family. That white man was like, get the fuck out of here. Snatched that black girl out that thing, and them niggas beat that white man down. I was like, dude, the last thing you want to do is fuck with some black folks with some stimulus checks. Beat the dog shit out of him.
He got jumped by like 9 people.
I know.
It's like, what'd you think was going to happen?
Yeah. They beat the dog shit out of him, snatching her. And it was so funny because the baby disappeared. I didn't even see what happened to the baby. I think they whooped the baby ass too.
There was a baby?
Exactly. It was a baby getting off the thing with her.
I don't remember.
And he yanked her off and she had her baby by the arm. And she turned around and hit him and the baby just disappeared. Because all I saw was a swarm of black people on his ass. Yeah. They were deboing him and everything. And he wasn't ready for that. And then they had a second video, and somebody, I love when people getting their ass beat and people commentate, kick his ass, bitch, kick his ass, bitch, he deserve it. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Now, is that the only roller coaster you've ever ridden?
No, back when I was younger, I remember one time I rode one, and I think I was pregnant with Ashley, and that motherfucker, it was something that takes you around, like it takes you around, and it's like this.
Yeah.
And all I could feel with a knot was Ashley in my stomach.
Was the octopus? Did it like the scrambler? It turned the.
It turned. I can't remember what it was at a carnival.
Like the teacups?
I couldn't remember what it was. I just remember Ashley in my stomach in a knot.
That's when she went gay, right there.
Yep. You
Probably so. It shook her up. It shook her up.
Let's call it the scrambler for a reason.
Yeah. Scramble the dicks out of head. Pretty much, you right. So I like going to stuff like that, but I don't care to ride.
I love getting on it.
I just like looking around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't tall enough to ride rides like the first couple times we went, so I had to fucking do all the kiddie stuff. And my older brother Justin was terrified of roller coasters, but he was tall enough to ride. And I just remember thinking, "Bro, get on that fucking thing." No, I'm just gonna go do the bumper cars. That's all he wanted to do. He did the bumper cars like 6 times in a row. He was just getting like, because nobody's at the fucking bumper cars, but old people, kids, and everybody that's too scared to ride the rides. Oh.
I do the bumper cars, but I ain't get on no fucking roller coaster. And I don't like shit that pulls like, when I took Gary out of them to Disney World, and Harry Potter had just came out, and they got that ride where it locks between your legs. Mm-hmm. So me and Garyana couldn't get on because our titties was too big. So it wouldn't go over our fucking titties. So nobody got the ride but Junebug. And I even took mine out the bra and it still wasn't working.
She tucked him under her underarm.
So just threw him over her shoulder.
I didn't get to ride it, so I'm too fat for shit.
Now, when you go to Disney, what do you guys go? Do you spend all day in the Magic Kingdom? Do you go to Epcot? Like what?
Well, we're doing
do
Magic Kingdom, Epcot. We're doing all the Disney part, and we're going to do Universal.
Okay.
Yeah.
We always like that as kids, Universal more than Disney.
I've never been. I went to Busch Gardens once. Fed a giraffe. Fucking breath.
Feel like you're Saturday night?
Bro. It was. I've never smelled something like it. It's like that giraffe was eating ass.
Well, they got so much neck that it's just you
like,
know.
oh god. Because they were like, yeah, hold it to you. I was like, this shit stinks. And his tongue was all like black and purple. It's just, and it was long as fuck. And it could like grab stuff with it. Oh god, I was just like, ooh.
Can you imagine that tongue licking a vagina?
Oh, that's a tall vagina.
Now that you've thought of it, it would probably exist on the internet.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
Somebody upside down let a giraffe lick their ass. They should be locked up.
I don't think you can 69 a giraffe. I don't think you can.
Is that what
Maybe
it is?
you can.
It's a long way to that pussy.
You can if you jump on a trampoline. Whee! That's funny. 69 a giraffe. You probably could. Who knows?
Do we want to wrap up?
My head hurt. All right. We're not gonna 69 a giraffe, so no need to call Peter, Steve, and Mark.
Banned on the,
Yeah,
every time we talk about
fucking
animal
squirrel.
fucking.
Yeah, we don't need that bullshit. We just talking shit. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Pat Down. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of The Pat Down. Make sure you check out my website at misspatcomedy.com for all of my social media, my tour dates, my book. Make sure you spread the word about my podcast. Please rate and review. Please rate and review and share. Thank y'all so much, y'all. I've been Miss Pat.